We've looked at some of wool's amazing properties, but unfortunately it has one huge problem. If you machine wash or tumble dry it, it shrinks.
It may seem like a simple puzzle to solve, but finding an environmentally friendly way to make wool shrink-proof has confounded scientists until now.
After years of trials, Surinder Tandon at AgResearch in Lincoln finally made it possible.
The hardest thing was when the fabric from the initial trials kept on shrinking. So it was quite challenging, and I believed that we could solve this problem. Yeah, and we did eventually, yeah.
The problem with wool is that it is a rough fibre, and when you add water, heat and movement, the rough edges mesh together, getting tighter and tighter, shortening the fabrics and shrinking your jumper. Surinder's shrink-proofing innovations were purely in the mechanical processing of wool, unlike previous methods which used harsh chemicals such as chlorine.
We spin this wool into a yarn which has special structure in which the fibers are well interlocked and the yarn is not hairy.
Surinder takes the normal hairy strand of wool and splits it into lots of sub-strands. These are then twisted back together, binding the rough bits inside the yarn, making it incredibly smooth and fine. This is all achieved by adding a cheap and simple modification to current spinning machines. The next step is weaving the material.
We are able to pack a large number of threads in the cloth, so when we wash this fabric, the yarns cannot move, so the fabric cannot shrink.
These properties have inspired the country's top designers to revisit wool as a material, even stealing the show at Fashion Week.
It's very satisfying to see the new fabric developments coming on the catwalk. You know, it's a biggest satisfaction for textile technologists when technology goes commercial.
Surinder's technology has also been taken up by large commercial manufacturers such as Cheil Samsung in Korea, Burlington in the US and Nanshan in China.
The most satisfying moment was when the general manager of a Chinese company held the fabric in his mill and said, "Excellent product."
Surinder's innovation has made wool more resilient and may have a big effect on New Zealand exports.